Hey everybody, I'm Clay Lehman with Resolute Property Management. Today I'm visiting with one of our clients, Mr. David Finn. David, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for agreeing to sit with me. Our goal in having these conversations is to help other people that are considering investing in rental properties kind of see what the perspective of someone that's actually doing it, kind of what you're experiencing, and hopefully they can grow from that. So, just to start, if you wouldn't mind giving us an idea of your prior investment experience. Have you invested in rental properties previously?
Yes, I've started renting about, I would say, 2 years ago.
Okay. All right. And have you always done single family, or have you looked at multifamily as well? Or when I say, I don't mean big apartments, although that'd be interesting, but also quads, or what all have you done?
No, actually, I've just started with a single family. The first one I rented out was actually my very own home,
Yeah.
which I lived in Leesburg, and then I moved to another area,
Mhm.
and so I rented that house, and it was a good experience after renting out that house.
Yeah, that's a great strategy, for people to get started. A lot of times that first house is your perfect first rental house as well.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's
Yes.
cool. So the area that you're invested in that we're talking about is in Summerfield, Florida. And for those that might be watching that aren't as familiar with our area as you and I are, our main area where we're located is in Ocala, Florida. And then we're just north of the Villages, which some people are also familiar with that. And
Right.
Summerfield's like somewhat in the middle of those two. So
Right.
what attracted you to the Summerfield area?
Summerfield area is right now. I think I personally believe that it is a growing area,
Yep.
and the housing market, it's pretty affordable at this point.
Yeah.
Ocala is a great area, believe me, but it's comparatively the housing market was a little bit you know the,
For
uh,
sure. Well, and one of the things that, just frankly, I feel like we were a little surprised at how, like, the amount you were able to get for rent for the houses has been great. And I think it speaks to the appeal of the area and to the new construction.
Yes, yes. I've noticed that people like to live in, it's, I think it's the suburbs, it's in the city, but yet you have, all the greens and, good neighborhoods, and, you have backyards. And so I took a chance, and
Yeah.
it's good. It's a good area.
No, I agree. And I think what we had looked at it when we had talked about where we were going to rent it, we always like to be aggressive and go a little bit higher than what we think, something's going to rent for, with the understanding we might have to come down a little bit. And I think with the houses that we had rented with you, I think we did adjust rent slightly, but not, I think we came in somewhere between, what you were looking for, what we thought we were going to get. And it's a really good return on those, which is really incredible.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm very happy with it. So
Yeah, I think that, and I agree with you that the area is very appealing to people because of, some people enjoy that rural nature of the area, but also it's closer to Lake Weir, so there's recreation nearby. It's also a great location for people that work in the Villages, which
that is
is obviously has a huge service industry. So not everybody's, retirement age. So it's a great spot.
That is correct. It is very adjacent to the Villages and the Lady Lake, and Leesburg and Ocala area. It's just in the center of everything.
No, that's proven out in how well it rented. And then the other thing I want to ask you about is, so that you've purchased, these are 3 new construction homes. What about new construction do you find the most appealing?
The What I like about the new construction is everything is brand new, and there is very, I would say, seldom any complaints about repairs or anything. Uh, customers are very satisfied, I think.
Yeah, I think that so you've got both the advantage of the 1 year builder warranty. So whenever issues come up, and with us working as your property manager, our maintenance coordinator knows that the first step that they have is to check with the builder to make sure if anything's covered, it gets picked up. And then you have a 10-year mechanical warranty, so you don't have to worry about the big stuff for a long time, which is very nice.
Correct.
Now, did you see any negatives or any drawbacks to new construction, or anything maybe that you learned that you wished you had known before buying new construction?
What I've learned is because Summerfield is such a vast area, and some of the area is still not fully developed.
Yeah.
So the roads that are not completely developed. Maybe it will be sometime in the future, but
Right.
it is better to purchase a home with paved road and
Yes. Yeah. That's a great observation, because in that area, and it's the same community too. I think it's all in that same community, specifically talking about where your houses are, where you might have a dirt road, and that can be a detriment to renting the house.
Correct.
Yeah, no, that's definitely very important. I'm curious. I'm always, one of the things that I get asked frequently is about how people are financing their purchases. So you bought these pretty much complete, is that right? Or did you build these from scratch?
Build it from scratch.
Okay. And so were you doing construction, like a construction perm loan, or how did you finance the purchase?
Well, we looked at the model, and it was, of course, a dirt road. I mean, just flat ground. And we talked to the builder, and the builder said it'll take about 6 months to build, and
Yeah.
it's a reputable builder,
Mhm.
and so we went that route.
Oh, okay. So the builder offered financing is how you were able to finance it.
The builder was offering finance, but we have a relationship with one of our credit union.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So we went through the credit union.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's a challenge right now. I think that, versus the last time we had a lot of interest in our area, which was, the mid 2000s, and lending was loose and anybody could get a loan. The lenders have, and it's good. I think it's really good for us not to have the loose lending standards that we had. One of the challenges I think people are having coming into our area, particularly from like out of state, is just building those lending relationships. So it's good that you have that.
Correct. So it is very important because I've been using the same lender for the past, I would say, 5 years, and this person has been very, very. We have a very close relationship because he understands me. We have a good credit and we have a good relationship. I pay on time and everything. And he doesn't have to do too much background check and everything, because it's like just building a relationship with any business.
You're 100% correct. In fact, the lender that I work with, it's as much about the trust that we have for one another as it is about the numbers. I mean, don't get me wrong, the numbers are critically important to making any deal work. But I like knowing that if I call with a dumb idea, he's going to say, "Hey, Clay, that's a dumb idea." That's worth a lot too. So I totally get you there.
Right.
So one of the reasons that we do these videos with our existing owners is so that if someone's thinking about working with Resolute Property Management, you can give them kind of, the real deal, like what your experience has been. So would you mind sharing what your experience has been working with Resolute so far?
So my experience, to be honest with you, has been great. It's a wonderful experience. And the funny thing is how I found Resolute Management is actually when I was moving from my old house. For some reason, I found a postcard from. I'm like, I want to rent this house, but I have no clue because I started doing it on my own, right?
Sure.
But when I found this postcard and I said, let me give it a try. So when I called and now we have a relationship here, the experience is absolutely wonderful. I don't have to worry about anything. Once I buy the house, I give it to the manager, to your company.
Yeah.
You guys take it from there. I don't have to do anything. You'll take pictures, beautiful pictures, do the advertising, and I've been so happy with y'all. It goes on market within a month. Yes.
So yeah, no, it's been a good experience, and we appreciate your partnership. We've tried to design the company in a manner for someone like you that's investing in, multiple properties, and we want you to be empowered to go out and buy more properties, and then you don't have to worry about it. We can do all the kind of dirty work, if you will.
And the another thing about your company is your response time is very good. Either they respond through text, through email, telephone calls, anything. They get back to me by tomorrow, within the 24 hours. It's just great, because your customer service is very good. And keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's great to hear, because that's one of the things that I learned, through working in my real estate business and now working in this, is that one of the common issues that causes friction between, a real estate company and their clients is a perceived lack of communication. So we try to make sure that that's not, an issue for us, and we try to balance it with, you don't want to be bothered with every little thing, but you want to know what's going on with your house. So I'm glad to hear that you've been pleased with the level of communication.
Yes, and you guys give me frequent updates, so I'm very happy, very satisfied.
Man, that's great, David. I appreciate it so much.
If time permits, with all this election going on down the road, we will be purchasing more house, and absolutely, we want to build a long-term relationship with your company and you, Clay, so we can have a good business relationship down the road.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time, David. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in connecting with Resolute Property Management, feel free to reach out to either myself or Joe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.